Composers, for one, get to hear their music being played for real, which just lifts it off the page. It's one thing to hear it in your notation program, but to actually have real live musicians, it suddenly comes to life and it becomes very real, and the problems suddenly become much more tangible.
Working with these sort of musicians is really helpful, especially as a young composer, to start to get a grips of how other musicians will approach your music and also how to write for optimum effect. This sort of opportunity has opened my eyes again to chamber string writing, which I haven't had a lot of involvement with.
One thing that I've really noticed with these pieces is just the amount of diversity. There's no one style. Everybody's very much got their own identity, and that's really unique. Some of them are more emerging than others, but they've all got a very strong sense of what they want to do with the string quartet.
Quartets sing around with each other for a long time, so they get to know each other. It's like a I'll go on about choirs, like a choir that knows all the other voices and can fit together nicely. And it's good to have good musicians behind the music, and it's also good to see what issues you come up with.
I just mentioned that our double stops are quite tricky. Yeah.
That you can go as soft as you want.
Being from a fairly regional town, there's not much opportunity for making yourself known that you do actually write music. So being able to actually get out into a public venue and say, hey, here's something I've written, it's really important.
I think it's really beneficial, especially for emerging composers, to be able to get their work played, and they're always the ones that, it's like, what is this actually going to sound like? And it's such a valuable learning experience. But at any stage of your career, to be able to have this much time with the musicians and just working through a piece is just amazing.
I've heard the piece in a way in that the notation software that I use does a synthesised voicing, so you can hear it as synthesised on the PC. But hearing it live on real instruments, it was almost like being at the birth of a baby. So this is real creation. This is something new that's just come to life. It was fairly overwhelming, actually.